This portion of California Highway 1 is 19th Avenue and Wawona in San Francisco's Sunset District. It is the main thoroughfare for hundreds of cars coming in from the peninsula as they continue north to the Golden Gate Bridge. On April 25, over 7,000 conservative Asian Americans and Christians paraded along this stretch of this road to protest the same-sex marriages that happened in City Hall in February.
I was disappointed to see that. It made me unhappy. I realized that there was not a response immediately from the API community. And so actually a few of our friends got together and said, what can we do? We saw that.
In response, the Gay Asian Pacific Alliance held the first ever Asian rally to support marriage equality for same-sex couples. San Francisco Assessor Mabel Teng was one of the speakers at the rally.
The Asian Pacific Islander LGBT community had finally felt confident and comfortable that they are going to make a public statement that they are part of San Francisco, they are part of the community, that they are coming out to make that statement in a very public way. So I give them a lot of support and a lot of respect. It is not easy for them. It is not easy for anyone who is LGBT in the Asian community to make that statement very publicly, and for that reason I congratulate them.
You know, it's hard being a Joy Luck Club daughter. There are a lot of expectations to fulfill. When I was growing up, there were really only three things that my parents wanted for me. 1, find someone Chinese. 2, get married. And 3, give them grandchildren. Well, 10 years ago, I met someone Chinese. And this year, I married her.
1, 2, 3!
Unfortunately, the euphoria did not last too long. Just 4 days later, the California Supreme Court ruled that the 4,000 gay marriages were null and void. After having their marriages invalidated after only 6 months of wedded bliss, hundreds rallied at Market and Castro.
And can I just say, we are all still married. We know in our hearts we are married. And we have something to say to the California Supreme Divorce Court. You cannot take our love away.
Certainly we're disappointed, but this is a bump that we expected might be in the road to achieve marriage equality. This was a very limited ruling about the mayor's authority, and I believe, as I think everyone here believes, that when our next case comes forward with briefs being filed in September, that when you get to the constitutional right in the state of California to equal protection, that marriage equality will prevail, and I do believe it is, and I think the mayor did absolutely the right thing. 4,037 couples really told the world a story.
Well, the California Supreme Court has ruled on a very narrow question, which just had to do with whether Mayor Newsom could interpret state law or whether it should be done by the courts. And they decided it should be done by the courts, but unfortunately we sort of got caught in the crossfire, and they took all 4,000 marriage licenses and invalidated them. So today, which is our 6-month anniversary of being married, ends up being the day that they've declared our marriages invalid. But we're invigorated to continue to fight forward. We're going to pass that marriage bill. We're going to watch and see what happens with the underlying court, which is addressing the constitutional question, which is really the more important question. And we're coming back and we're asking the state to stand in line tomorrow at their county clerk's offices and ask for their marriage licenses to give the message that we will not be defeated, that we are going to keep marching forward until marriage is full and equal everywhere in the entire nation.
For now, this broken heart located in front of Mission Dolores represents the sentiment of the community after the temporary setback of the California Supreme Court ruling. But even though gays and lesbians are disappointed, they are now more than determined to continue the fight for marriage equality for same-sex couples. In San Francisco, this is Raymond Donald Hong for Outlook Video.